organize this rally today. I cannot thank you enough for all coming. They can't hear me. Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good. I'd like to thank you all to the nation's capital today to do this rally so that we can protect the children of Canada. We have several wonderful speakers today, and I'd like to take the opportunity at this moment to introduce Monte McNaughton, PC M.P.P. for the province of Ontario.
Well, thank you very much for introducing me, and I wanted to invite Bob Bailey is also a Conservative MPP from Sarnia who made the trip here to Ottawa today to stand in solidarity with parents in the province of Ontario. Friends, thank you very much for coming out to send a message to Kathleen Wynne and the Liberals that parents' voices have to be heard. This sex education curriculum that Kathleen Wynne is trying to bring in is a broken Liberal promise. Back in 2010, when Kathleen Wynne was the Education Minister, this curriculum was leaked to the media, and within 3 days, then Premier Dalton McGuinty had to pull the plug because there was such backlash from parents in Ontario. But they made one promise back in 2010, and that was when they revisited the sex education update, they would consult with parents across the province. Well, we know today that one hand-picked parent per school is not proper consultation. I've been leading the charge at Queen's Park on this, joined by MPP Bob Bailey, MPP Jack McLaren from Canada, and we need more MPPs to join with us to demand that the Liberal government consult with parents in Ontario. I've long said that I come to this issue first and foremost as a dad of a young daughter who's 2 years old, will be entering the public education system in a couple of years. Secondly, with the belief that parents should be first educators on serious issues like sex education. And lastly, and most importantly, it's not the Liberal government's job to tell parents what's age appropriate for their kids. That's up to mums and dads in the province of Ontario. So I'm here today with Bob and on behalf of our new PC party leader, Patrick Brown, to tell you that sex education starting at 6 years of age is too young anywhere, and especially in the province of Ontario. And secondly, it's not the government's job to dictate and legislate values onto families. That's up to families to determine what values are important to them and their children. So I want to leave you with one request, and that is to call every MPP that you can. Email them, phone them, request a meeting face-to-face, and tell them the problems and concerns that you have with this curriculum. And the reason why I say it's so important is because I remember when I first rose in the legislature back in November to demand that Kathleen Wynne make this curriculum public for everybody to see, I had a MPP call me, screaming on the phone, and he said, "Monty, would you please stop talking about the sex education curriculum because constituents are breaking down my doors." And that's the action that has to be taken. They need to hear from everyday people in the province of Ontario about their concerns. I can tell you the reason why the Wynne Liberal government are spending $2 million to promote this through an advertising campaign is because public opinion is turning against them. And we need to keep the Wynne government's feet to the fire and all Liberal politicians in Ontario. So please continue to lobby your MPP and even neighbouring MPPs to tell them your concerns. And in closing, I was really honoured on Tuesday to stand up in the legislature and introduce a petition that was signed by 185,000 parents and grandparents. And those signatures just came from within the city of Toronto. So opposition is mounting. The Wynne government is going to listen to parents by the time September comes. And I promise you one thing, if we all stand together, we build an army of parents, we're going to bring change. Thank you very much.